Hey, welcome back, everyone. So it's that time of year to start mowing the lawn, and being that I lived in the city for the last, man, what, 7 years or something like that, I don't have a lawnmower. I used to have one, but anyway, that's another story. So what I got here, I picked up this Toro Ultimate Mowing Machine yesterday from Home Depot. Not an endorsement, it's just that I like Toro with the Briggs and Stratton motor, and Home Depot had it, so I went there. This is the model number, if you're going to look online, is 21445. All right. So this is the recycler mower with the SMARTSTOW. So this can flip up and be stashed in like the corner of your garage and take up a whole lot less space. So let's take a look real quick at what's inside. And then what I'll do is set this camera up and just film myself putting it together and give you guys a walkthrough of how to do it, how it goes. Looks pretty simple. Comes with a pretty detailed instruction manual here. All right, kind of shows you all the setup and stuff like that. All right, so we'll be using that when we're getting it set up. So, all right, like to see the Toro bag right here. Take that off. Actually, it's probably hooked under there, so we'll get all that out. We got the mower under here. All right, and yeah, so what I'm gonna do is get that bag out of there. And there's the mower, all right? So like I said, it's got the Briggs and Stratton engine. For those of you that are interested in that, they used to use a Tecumseh engine apparently. I forget, I used to have a Toro years ago when I lived in Colorado. Great mower as well. But again, moved to the city, didn't need it. So yeah, let's get this thing unpacked. We'll get it put together and we'll start mowing this lawn. Stick around. All right, there it is, ready to get put together. Really nice. So for any of you going to buy this, this does come with a thing of motor oil here, 30 weight, all right? So don't pick that up at the store when you buy this. I did, but no big deal, all right? So again, the model number, if you're gonna go on Toro's site or anywhere online, 21445, all right? This is the 150cc engine with 6.25 foot-per-pound torque. It's front-wheel drive, self-propelled. All right, this isn't like, doesn't come at your pace, like there is a certain speed that this comes at. The more higher-end models keep pace with whatever you want to do. Anyway, Briggs and Stratton engine right there, as you can see. Like I said before, they were using a Tecumseh, I think, for a while, but this is supposed to be really good. Again, all the information's right here. SMARTSTOW, so it'll flip up really nice and store in a corner. Guaranteed to start. 150cc displacement, 6.25 foot gross torque. This thing's ready to rock. All right, also over here, let's take the plastic off. For those of you that like this. Woo! All right, and here we go. No prime, no choke, no oil changes. Interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. All right, put 87 fuel or higher. Just go with 87 with the price of gas right now, right? And then we put our oil in here. So let me get this camera set up. We'll get this thing put together. We'll get it fired up and cut this lawn today. All right, so follow along to see how this is done. First things first, you're going to remove these knobs from the side of your lawnmower. Put them somewhere else. You can grab them because you'll need them again a little bit later. Next, refer to your manual like I am, and take the plastic off of the lawnmower handles, all right, as you can see there. The next step, what you're going to do is take that lawnmower handle and put it onto the bolts that are sticking out from the side of the lawnmower. You will have to stretch it out just a little bit, but that should be fine, should cause no issues. Refer to the manual again, and then what you'll do is take these blue locking tabs and flip them up, and you should be able to, once you move your pull start, flip your handlebars all the way back. All right. Now they will lock into place. Flip those up, yep, and you'll see in a moment I'll jiggle these and I'll get them to fully lock into place. You want to make sure everything clicks into place. Next step, put those knobs back on because they're going to secure the handle as you mow. You don't want this to come loose or start to get wiggly as you're cutting the grass. So secure them on tight and you should be good to go there as well. No need to use any tools, just use your hands and a little bit of elbow grease Cinch them down really good, and you'll be set. Keep cinching down. Keep going. I think he's got it. All right, looks good. So just give it a little wiggle. As you can see there, the 2 tabs popped into place. You are now good to go for the next step. Okay, now the next step is you're going to pop the cap where we fill the oil and check the oil level. Theoretically, it should be empty, but sometimes there's a little bit in that engine. So what you're going to do is the same as you would do filling a car, right? Get out your 30 weight oil, start pouring a little bit in, fill up what you think is about 15 ounces from that can. Again, this is if your dipstick was empty. And then what you're going to do is just let it sit for a few moments, and you're going to come back and check it. Okay, so here I am going to take my 3-minute break, and now I've returned. So I'm pulling it back out. I'm checking the oil just like you would do on your car. Make sure it lines up appropriately on that dipstick. And now you're ready to fill your machine up with gasoline. Well, I have one of those new fancy gas caps that I couldn't figure out. So feel free to rip me in the comments because I thought this was hysterical. But anyway, filling it with gas is pretty basic. You take the cap off or keep the cap on your gas can. Take the cap off of the lawnmower. If you have a funnel big enough, fill it with that. If not, just do like I did right here and fill it up by hand. All right, so this is, like I said, no prime, easy pull technology. So what you're gonna do for that is you're gonna pull this lever down, I'm gonna pull the pull start, and it should fire right up. I've already cut my front yard with this. I just didn't want to film that. But anyway, we'll get a quick pano of the yard before. Definitely needs to be cut. And then we'll turn this on and I'll get cut. And like I said, you pull this down to start it, and then this bottom one is to get you moving. All right. Okay, let's take a look at the grass. Let's kind of do a pano here, and then we'll talk about how the mower did, my thoughts. I think the lawn looks nice. Looks way better than it did before. Let's come over here and take a look at the mower. I just sprayed it down when I was finished, you know, kind of what I like to do is get it cleaned up, let it air dry. Then we'll flip it up. I'll show you the SMARTSTOW, and we'll put it away in the garage. All right, in order to do the SMARTSTOW, what you're really going to do is just kind of go backwards from how we put this together. First thing, you're going to flip those blue tabs, and you're going to fold your lawnmower's handlebars over, and it will click into place. Once you flip those up, yep, there you go. It'll lock firmly in place. Now, if your wheels are on the highest setting, you're going to have to drop those down one setting in order for this to work. Mine were not, so I'm good. And then really you just take your lawnmower and wheel it over to where you want it stored, flip it up. You can see some water dripping from my mower. That is not gasoline. That is from when I sprayed it off. And that's it. Your lawnmower is good to go. Now, of course, for purposes of demonstration, I didn't think this looked awesome enough. I want you to see that motor on top. So I stored it like this for everyone. But overall, that took me less than a minute. It is now stored out of the way up against the wall. If you noticed a second ago, there was a Toro snowblower next to that. That is huge and takes up a ton of space. So it's really nice to have this ability to fold it up and store it like this. All right, so I would say this was a success. All right, I live on about 1/3 of an acre. A lot of it's on a hill, and I had no issues mowing the lawn with this. The self-propelled part pulls it along really nicely, not too aggressive. The 150cc motor really puts out some power. I didn't run into any issues, and I should have cut this grass like a week ago. Lawn looks great. The mower did an awesome job. I would highly recommend you purchase this if you're in the market for a lawnmower. I want to say this was like $430 with a military veteran discount. You shave a little off of that, and it's even cheaper. Definitely worth what you're spending on this. The Briggs and Stratton motor is tried and tested over time. All right, they make a quality product. So yeah, this gets my review. I would say purchase it if you're in the market for a new mower. And if this video helped, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be talking to you guys later.